Russia's control of Luhansk and the halt in U.S. arms transfers. What happens next? Russia's appointed governor in Ukraine's eastern Luhansk region announced on Tuesday that the territory is completely under Russian control, representing the first of four eastern Ukrainian regions Russia has annexed and now fully commands. A few days ago, I received confirmation that the territory of the Luhansk People's Republic has been fully liberated, Leonid Pasachnik announced on Russia's Channel 1. However, this claim is not universally accepted. Some military correspondents from Russia noted that there are still two villages not under Russian control and highlighted that Luhansk was previously declared captured in 2022 before Ukrainian forces managed to reclaim part of it during a counteroffensive in September of the same year. Despite these disagreements, there is no denying that Russian forces have made steady advances over the past 33 months, culminating in a significant milestone on Ukraine's eastern front. This marks another challenging development for Ukraine, now over 3 years since the conflict escalated to a full-scale invasion. In a potentially controversial move, on the same day that Pasachnik announced his claim, the United States declared a halt to some weapon shipments previously promised to Kyiv under President Joe Biden's administration. This decision aims to prioritize the interests of our nation after a review of our country's military support and assistance to other nations globally, noted the White House. On the battlefield, Russian troops advanced over the weekend of June 7th and 8th to the Dnipropetrovsk region, achieving full control of the Donetsk region for the first time, despite about a third of it still remaining under Ukrainian control. Are these territorial achievements significant, or do they represent a slow positional gain without any major shift in the war's momentum? These developments suggest a challenging stalemate, where neither side is able to achieve a decisive breakthrough. The push for a buffer zone. There's more than meets the eye when it comes to Russia's strategic moves. The Russian armed forces are currently focused on creating a buffer zone, explained Igor Korochenko, editor of National Defense magazine, during an interview with TASS. He noted that such areas should extend at least 70 to 120 kilometers deep into Ukraine. Echoing this perspective, Oleg Ivanov, a Russian battalion deputy commander, emphasized in March that a buffer zone should be no less than 12 miles wide to ensure safety from Ukrainian counterattacks. Interestingly, Russian political figures have hinted that these buffer zones might serve as pretext for further territorial expansion in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin's assertion in June that all of Ukraine remains part of Russia underscores the belief that these buffer zones are strategic maneuvers to capture more Ukrainian land. On the other hand, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky recently declared the country's withdrawal from the Ottawa Treaty prohibiting antipersonnel landmines, allowing Ukraine to produce, store, and use such mines for self-defense, a step that reveals the harsh realities and tough choices in safeguarding the nation. Ukraine fights back. Ukraine continues to use long-range strikes to target Russian positions. Recently, its drones attacked the Khersk airbase, destroying 3 attack helicopters, and targeted the Marinovka airbase, taking out 4 Sukhoi 34 bombers. In response, Russia ramped up its drone usage, making the largest unmanned air assault of the war so far. Yet Ukrainian forces managed to intercept or neutralize nearly all the drones and MALs, signaling their adaptation to the evolving battlefield tactics. What do you think? Does halting U.S. arms shipments provide an unintended advantage to Russia? Or does it give Ukraine a valuable opportunity to innovate and strengthen its defenses? Share your thoughts with us in the comments, and let's delve deeper into the region's complexities.